All right, picture this. A top Celtic winger turns down a Champions League team to join someone else. Brendan Rodgers is gunning for a slick £15 million midfielder he's fancied for years, and TalkSport legend Jeff Stelling reckons a powerhouse striker would be a no-brainer free agent at Paradise. I've got 3 bombshell stories lined up, and the last one is the big one. Stick around until the end, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to make sure this video reaches every Hoops Corner. Let's get into it. Right, here's one for you. So, Nicolas Kühn, Kühn, the lad we signed for a snip just last year, he's away, done and dusted. Full agreement, confirmed by Sky Germany's top dog, Florian Plettenberg, €20 million permanent. Como, Italy, sorted. Now listen, it's not just any Serie A side he's heading to. This is Cesc Fabregas's wee project at Como. They're throwing money at the thing like a Rangers fan throwing excuses at a defeat in Paradise. Kühn even had RB Leipzig at the door. Champions League football, big stage, the works. But he turned them down for Como. Italy's Lake District over Leipzig's Red Bull nonsense, eh? Each to their own. And I'll tell you this, for a player we picked up for about £3 million from Rapid Vienna, pulling in 20 million's a bit of business, and Vienna get their cut, but that's still tidy. A rare win for the accountants at Lennoxtown. He was decent for us, no doubt, grew into the team, chipped in with goals, got the Green Brigade singing his name now and then. But let's not kid ourselves. If he's not up for the long haul, then fair play. Brendan will find a replacement. Benjamin Nigrin's already in, and you best believe there's more to come. That right flank will be full of pace and power before you've finished your next pint. Trust me. Now here's what I'm wondering, and I'll ask you straight up. If a player's willing to turn down the Champions League for a sunbed in Italy, was he ever really Celtic material to begin with? Drop that in the comments for me. And remember, hit that like, subscribe, and let's get this rolling. Hail, hail. Right, sit your Seldoon for this one, mate, because there's been another twist in the Celtic transfer saga, and I've got a belter of an update straight off the wire. Brendan Rodgers, that clever fox, is reportedly eyeing up a proper move for Tyler Morton. That Tyler Morton from Liverpool. Now, before you start thinking it's another hopeful link, here's the deal. This isn't just any name plucked out the sky. Rodgers knows the lad, seen him grow through the ranks at Anfield back in the day, and apparently he's fancied him for years. We're talking about a player who's fresh off helping England's under-21s win the Euros, kept the ball ticking with a pass rate just shy of 88%. Tidy stuff. Now, he's supposedly worth around £15 million, which, let's be honest, is steep for us, unless we shift someone for a hefty fee. Like Kühn. So, could this be the follow-up act after Kühn heads for sunnier climes? Now, here's the juicy bit. Tyler Morton could be groomed as the long-term replacement for CalMac. That's a bold one to even say oot loud. But let's be real, CalMac won't be pulling the strings in midfield forever. And with all due respect to the lad, even engines like his don't run forever. Oh, and don't forget, we've already got young Hayato Inamura signed up, fresh off the plane, but whispers say he'll be straight back out on loan, one for the future, they say. Meanwhile, this Morton move would be for the now. So here's a wee thought for you to chew on, and I want you to tell me down in the comments, should we spend £15 million on a lad who's barely played a dozen games for Liverpool? Or are we better off putting that cash elsewhere, maybe a centre-back or a new winger now that Kühn's away? You ken where I stand, now let's hear from you. Right, let's talk about this Calvert-Lewin patter that's got folk buzzing this week. And Jeff Stelling's weighed in with both feet. Now, the big man himself is out of contract, strutting about as a free agent after saying cheerio to Everton. And you've got Stelling on TalkSport calling it a no-brainer for him to sign for Celtics. And honestly, I'm kinda with him. Think about it. We'd be getting a Premier League striker with over 70 goals in the bag, and before his ankles turned to papier-mâché, he was ripping it up at Goodison. We're talking about a lad who's battered goals in the Prem, played for England at a Euros, and isn't some washed-up has-been looking for a testimonial in the Highlands. Nah, when fit, he's got it. Jeff's not daft either. He's saying it's perfect for both sides. We get a proven striker with a point to prove. He gets the platform of Celtic Park, the Champions League lights, and a chance to show the English clubs what they gave up. And let's face it, if we can keep him fit, he'll score goals for fun in Scotland. Easy. But right, here's where I need your thoughts, because this is the bit that splits folk. Is signing Calvert-Lewin a gamble we should take? A big wage on a free is still a big risk if he's sitting in the treatment room half the season. Or do you say sod the risk? Get him in the hoops and let the man do what he does best? Tell me straight, would you take Calvert-Lewin at Celtic, or is it all just too risky? Let me know below, because this one's got paradise talking.